To the sprint race, round 8 of the Thursday Night GT Championship by Race Department on Project Cars 2 for PlayStation 4. Once again, I am joined by Ben Milton. What's up, Ben?
Pretty good after that race, anyway.
Yeah, congratulations on that second place, man.
Thanks, man. Yeah,
all the way up
insane,
from 13th.
Yeah,
so you're going to do that
again
during the sprint race?
I very much doubt it. I think my luck's just run out again. But
that's not the answer we were looking for.
After the way my season started, like 4 DNFs in 6 races, I'll take that.
Okay. And of course, once again, I'm joined by Six.
Yeah, I'm also very happy.
Yeah, that was some good points there. And
I joined my equal best finish, so I'm not used to not qualifying for this sprint race. So
of course,
I have to find something to do with myself.
Well, you can help us with the commentary, because 3 sets of eyes is a lot more than just one.
Yeah, don't worry.
So I can use all your info and your eyes on track. Seeing what I don't see here. So this is the qualifying session for the sprint race, 15 minutes, followed by a 10-lap race around the very tight Bathurst. I heard they also call it the Monaco of Australia.
There's not any other tracks that could be like it, I suppose. But then Monaco hasn't got a dirty long straight like this has got. It's just quite narrow.
No, but it's that second sector. It's so narrow. It's no runoffs, especially on the mountain.
Yeah. So I'm just getting my car ready for the race, then I can actually look and see who's going pretty quick. So, right, let's have a look. So everyone's sort of, there's a couple, obviously the top 5 from the feature can't qualify, so in this session we've got
Papano's already hit the wall on his outlet.
Yeah, Papano, Jamie in the Lamborghini, Liam in the BMW had a massive crash into, we believe, Dean. I don't know if you caught that, Frank, but
yeah, it was just off camera, but it was Dean that spun and hit the wall. And
yeah, he said
he had to try to evade Dean unsuccessfully.
Also we got Paul Scott in a Lamborghini as well. Jeremy would be out at some point in a Ferrari, and I think Adam as well in the Audi. He's probably the most disappointed from that last race, I would say, other than Liam.
This could be a really interesting sprint race, because we've got 3 guys who qualified in the top 5. Yeah, no, it has to be said at least once in each commentary. But we've got 3 guys that qualified in the top 5 for the feature race, in Liam, Adam and Dean, and they're all finished outside the top 5 in that race, so we'll be at the front. Oh, big crash by someone in turn 2.
I feel sorry.
Yeah. It could be them 3 pulling away with everyone else trying to catch up, and then Gaz will still probably win. But
this is it. It's going to be a bit of a crazy mix. Gaz has actually got the bad end of the stick there with the lobby, so he's behind me. Poor Benji always starts last because he's the host, bless him. But yeah, here we go. Sector time's coming through already, so who's fastest so far? Liam. Adam's lit up the second sector though pretty quick. 43.5. Sounds pretty fast to me.
We are just waiting for the first lap times, and the first one will be set by Adam, who is now coming up to the last turn. There it goes. So in a couple of seconds we have the first time on the board, which is a 204.9. That's a very decent time.
It's not bad, but some way off the feature race. Fastest lap, I think that was like a low 203, wasn't it? Or 203, sorry.
Yeah, that's something. Yeah, but
I'd say he's got about 8 tenths to a second in that.
yeah, but if you saw the first lap, the first fast time during the feature race, that was a 206.
And Liam's beat it already with 204.8.
Yeah, and Adam just improved his first sector time with about 3 tenths.
He did a 42.6, and then Dean's just beat it with 42.617. So they're trading first sectors. I don't think Dean's got a lot of wing on. Which could be why he lost it down the hill in the feature race, and I can only imagine what happened, but I saw the aftermath.
Are you running a lot of wing then, Ben?
I'm running 5 wing in the rear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like I said to everyone at the start of the, by the way, Adam's massively fast in the middle sector. I said to everyone, I'm making my car so that I finish the race. I don't really care about whether it's fast or what lap times I'm doing. If I can finish the race, I think it'll be right, and if I can push the car sort of thing, I'll be okay. In that last race, I could push it from start to finish. A little whoopsie in the first couple of laps.
Yeah.
And then it came good, so... Don't know why you didn't let me through though, that was really mean.
I'm sorry about it.
But Adam's probably about to take pole.
Yes, a 4.2.
There was 7 tenths up on Liam in the middle sector, but obviously the M6 is a lot quicker than the final sector.
Dean. And improves, but it's not enough.
Ooh.
So still 4 tenths behind Adam. And
well,
Liam.
If I was Dean, I'd be quite happy to be second, because I think he can slipstream that Audi out to turn 2.
That's probably right. That Lamborghini is pretty good in a tow. Jamie almost loses it there, turn 2.
Yeah, I think we'll start to see people pitting in the next between now and 5 minutes before they go out for a final run. So here comes Liam across the line. Didn't improve, unless that was an outlap. Yeah, it was an outlap, I think.
Yeah, it was going very slow on the back straight.
Yeah, here's the lights on now, so means business.
And that was Paul just letting Liam by.
This corner is very tricky
that was
because just as I was about to say, the back end does step out on you if you're not careful. And it's very easy to slide into the wall or just spin it round. This section is a lot of fun. Who dares wins really. In qualifying you might risk trying to take it flat. Don't know about the M6, but in my Ferrari I'm about 85% on the throttle through there. And then here you want to try and take as much speed as you can, sort of trail braking down the hill, just make sure you're braking in a straight line. But Liam's gone a little bit deep, so it's going to compromise his exit there. And then this is one of the trickiest corners on the track, definitely. You have to sort of brake before you go in. And where you're going down the hill, the car just doesn't want to stop and the back end wants to come round.
Yeah.
Got it pretty tidy through there, and he got a pretty decent exit.
I think that BMW has quite an advantage because it has the engine in front.
Yeah.
With all the rear engine cars, you can feel the back trying to step out, especially at that final hairpin at the bottom of the mountain.
Yeah, and he's got a personal best through that second sector. So it'll be interesting to see what he does. His first sector's not too bad either, pretty good. Not his best though. Oh, no, he's not going to beat it now. Is it?
Nope.
No, he's not.
But
Oh,
it
yeah,
is
still.
a second time.
Well done.
So that's 3/10
Would have been-
slower than Adam.
He definitely lost a tenth or two at that last corner though.
Yep.
Not
And
bad for number 2 driver.
And another couple of tenths at the top of the hill. So that, I think Liam will take that as a positive. There is potential out of that. But the only
Yeah, that's
issue
not-
with it
That's
is
not
he'll
bad
start
at
to
all.
push a lot harder now, and he'll probably start making mistakes.
Not bad for a number 2 driver, eh?
Yeah.
He's even the number 2 Liam actually, when number 1 Liam comes back. We're missing you, Liam. Get back here.
Yeah, your teammate needs some backup. Just don't beat me.
And here's Adam, probably on his outlap.
Sart's in 5th, he's doing well. He's personal best in the first sector. But no, he's in the pits, sorry. That was his last lap.
Yeah, that was his first sector. Knight's on a good lap now at last as well. He's finally left the pits. And he's travelling along quicker than Papano at right now. So, and Sart is on exactly the same time as Papano, so I know the Ferrari's quite good in the last sector, so he might be able to jump up to 6th. Or will he?
7th.
7th, when he splits it.
Puts Paul down to 8th. Oh, Paul's gone majorly wide into that. I think it's called Devil's Elbow, isn't it? That hairpin.
I don't think I've ever seen Paul struggle so much with a track. He's really not got the grips with this place. I don't blame him. It's like one of the hardest places. We've been here like
Paul's
3 or 4
had such a
times.
strong season already. So one off day is probably not the end of the world for him.
Dean 3rd with a 2:04.7. I think that's a slight improvement. I'm not sure.
No, he was 3/10 down of his own personal best.
Adam fastest in the first sector. Jeremy improving again. No, he's not. Sorry, that's Papano doing a 42.9 in the first sector. That's quite good.
Interestingly, this was my first race around this track since Gran Turismo 4.
Interesting fact.
I just thought I'd put that out there.
Not these interesting facts. I thought they died with the chat. With the podcast.
Oh yeah.
Late great podcast. Rest itself.
Adam's given up, I think, or is he going to
Dean
come back?
fastest in the first sector, and he's absolutely flying. I've got him on my screen at the moment, and he's absolutely ripping up sector 2. Just catches the gravel a little bit, then on the downhill, this is where he lost it in the race, so be careful in qualifying, I would think. This tricky complex through the S-bends. And you got to get your braking right for this downhill corner where Seeks was slightly slower than me, which I noticed.
Yeah, I was very cautious for it.
You kept getting out of the corner better than me. I was like, damn you, Seeks!
Yeah, I was very cautious, just wanted to get away from you because I knew you would get a tow. But oh my god, he's flying.
Oh,
Personal
7/10 up.
Personal
Go
best
on,
for
Dean.
Dean, 43.5.
Go on, Dean.
Can he snatch it from the Audi?
And Adam is
Fingers
in the
crossed.
pits, so he's not in time
Yeah.
for another
Adam
lap.
did a 2:04.2, did he not? Or was that an old lap time?
So, you know.
Yeah, 2:04.2.
Dean, can he do it?
He was
Don't
Come on, Dean.
7/10 up.
Don't do it.
Don't throw it
Come on,
away in
Dino.
this last turn.
And he goes to the last corner. This is one of the Lamborghini's weak points, but is it enough? Crosses the line.
Looked good.
Come on, lap
Yeah,
time. Thing.
yeah.
He steals it.
He
No,
does it.
4-1.
1/10.
He does it.
What's Liam doing? Liam's not doing anything spectacular.
Adam's in the pits and he's gobsmacked. He's like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, Liam's gone deep.
Oh,
That's it. I think
That's
that's
the
pole
wall.
for Dean.
Liam's gone deep, and that's the first time in his life he's had that said to him. Papano in 6th place, coming up the hill. He's on a pretty good lap for him, 42.9 in the first sector. A couple personal bests out there, but nothing that's going to trouble Dean. That was insane. I've never seen a Lamborghini thrown around a track like that.
There we go. There we go.
Well, apart from the feature race. Yeah. Right.
no.
Yeah,
Mm,
that was insane.
calling it a day for the qualifying
Palmer
with
is still on a lap.
5 seconds on the clock.
There's only Papano really out there. And
Jamie's
Knight,
not doing anything. Yeah.
Knight and Paul. Paul's just really, really struggling. He just wants to survive and take points.
Jeremy's gone fast. His personal best in the second sector, but he wasn't any quicker in the first. What's he going to do?
Papano seems to be on an outlap for some reason. I thought he was...
there we go. He's lost it.
Who's
lost
that?
it in the chase. Jeremy.
Ah, lucky Jeremy.
Right ahead of Papano. His timings have gone skew with.
I don't know what's going on there. It says 3 minutes 18 for a middle sector, and unless he stopped for a cup of tea and a biscuit, I'm not really sure. This must be an outlap. This will be the last.
It's on a fast lap. He went personal best in first sector.
That was complete. Qualifying's complete, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Dean somehow takes pole.
Well,
Yeah, that was an absolutely flying lap.
Yeah,
He put
I'm
it
glad
on the
I
line.
caught that.
Look at the difference between third and fourth, though.
Jamie getting a slipstream from Paul. Sneaky, sneaky.
Oh, is he still on a lap?
He is, but now he's timed it all wrong.
And our
See
the
the speed.
Lamborghini's going for a toe.
I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference to challenge for third.
No, I don't. I think you're right. I think that's set. I think, to be honest, Jamie didn't really time that quite right. He kind of got too close to Paul, I think. I can't see his top speed because helpfully the qualifying complete is completely blocking his top speed.
Into fourth.
Does he improve? That's all him.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
Wow. Right, I'm off. I'll speak to you after.
Yeah, try
All
and
right,
win the
good
race
luck,
in the back
guys.
again.
Yeah,
Just a
right, yeah.
Quick fact, Ben has won this race in the rain as well.
Have I?
Yes, in season 3 in the Porsche.
Oh, I came second.
Oh yeah, because of web feet. Yeah.
And third. Yeah, web feet, he ran off into the distance.
Okay.
Right,
You would
see
have
you later.
won. See you later, mate. Wow.
Right, so
Dean,
that was
qualifying.
a very spectacular qualifying session with the Dean snatching pole from Adam in the last minute. So that's going to be a nice battle because we have, like you said, the top five, 3 of the top 5 qualifiers of the feature race are now 1, 2, and 3 in the sprint race, and then we have, of course, the top 5 finishers at the back, with a couple of new guys in between. So that's going to be very
somehow
exciting.
got a jump. I've somehow started ahead of Eddie, but my starts are pretty horrific. So it'll probably be ahead of me by the end of the first corner.
Oh, we'll never know.
I just
We'll
can't get off
see.
the line. I don't know why. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I just can't get off the line very well.
Isn't that just a Ferrari?
No, because Eddie got a better start than me last time, and I think Jeremy did as well. That's a bit weird, but this race could be absolute carnage with the fast guys coming through from the back.
Yes.
And
yes.
the other fast guys escaping at the front.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance
There'll be 2 or 3
of,
battles on track all the way around this race.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance of the top 3. One of the guys in the top 3 finishing first, because it's hard to catch up from the back, get through all those new drivers.
I say before Ben got into second, those 3 were ahead of him. I mean, obviously Ben had to start at the back, but he wasn't. He wouldn't have been. He would have probably been behind them had he not started at the back either. So it's shaping up to be quite a race. Having said that, it'll probably be an anticlimax and just be following each other around the track.
Well, let's hope not.
As much as I love Dane, I'd put some money on him spinning at some point. Not that that's a nice one to do.
It is a small. It's such a narrow track, so there's no room for error at all. So one tiny mistake could cost you your race or your victory.
Yeah, everyone did really well in the first race to get through so well at the start.
Yeah, alright.
Coming into Sector 2 with the slower guys, well, the guys that finished towards the back at front could do very closely.
And we're off, and that's a good start for Dean in the black and yellow Lamborghini. And his body got through quite okay. You can see that Sark is trading paint with Paul down the straight.
Sark's gone into the wall.
Yep, losing a lot of places there. And he is now back in 11th place with a damaged car. And he hits the wall. Did he take anyone with him? No, everybody got past in one piece. And here we are back with Gonna Gamble. Dean is still leading the race.
Oh no, I'm in the wall.
Oh, hashtag that's too bad.
No, I've got a pit, I'm out. Well, I'm not out of the race, but I'm out with anything good. And yeah, I got a good run on Jeremy, going through the skyline, and I went down the inside and he just turned, so...
Oh. Yeah.
He's waited for me, which is nice, but I've got so much damage, I've got a pit.
Yeah. Okay. And here we are at the end of lap 1. Dean is slowly pulling away from Adam, who is under attack from Liam, so it's very tight.
I might just carry on, see how I do. No, sorry, I can't. Ben's coming in as well. I don't know. Did he hit me?
Yeah. So that's Ben coming in.
Team commentary not doing too well this time.
So he must have got some damage somewhere. I think that's probably...
He was directly behind me. So
okay.
I squeezed him a bit at the start, but I don't think it was that. Dean's in front. Did Dean get the lead at the start?
Dean is still leading the race.
The Lambo is so good off the line.
He had a really good start, yeah. But now it's still close. It's about half a second to Adam, and Liam is a half a second behind that. Jamie is a half a second behind that, so it's really close at that top 5. Even Edu in 5th place is pretty close.
Yeah, everyone concertinaed up behind Ben at the end of the first lap before he pitted, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened to Ben. But that's probably a big gap behind him, well, probably just a big gap in the middle.
The biggest gap is between Paul, who is now in 6th. He is...
Yeah, that would be about right, yeah.
He's 3.5 seconds behind Edu. And behind him is Gaz, and he's closing in fast. Back in front, everything is still in the same order. So it's Dean in 1st, Adam in 2nd, Liam in 3rd, Jamie in 4th and Edu in 5th. All separated by half a second. And it looks like the top 3 is widening the gap to the rest of the field. And Dean is slowly pulling away, now close to his second. And in the back, Benji and Knight are close to Papano 92. He was blocking their way coming down from the mountain. Right, Benji is looking for a way to get past, probably down the back straight. He's even going for the inside. No, that's too close. But he has a good exit. And is now as good as next to Papano. But he is on the outside there. No, he is past. And Jeremy is also squeezing himself past Papano through the chase. So Papano lost 2 positions there in one sector. Trying to get his position back from Knight, but he closes the door on the final turn. And definitely have... Liam must have spun. Liam is now in 6th. And Edu is in 3rd. So there must have been some contact between Liam and a driver, or was it just a wall?
No one's in the pitch yet, so it obviously happened after turn 1 if there is damage.
Yeah. And it's now Edu in 3rd with Jamie right behind him. And Adam is still very close to Dean. It's now back to about half a second. Meanwhile, Gaz has moved his way up to the field, up to 6th place. And is now
going
on
back to the start. Eddie got an absolute flyer. He was past me straight away and was up past Jeremy after turn 1, so he got 2 very quick paces.
Yeah, and he is now on a very strong pace. In 3rd, only 5 seconds behind the number 1. But Jamie is close.
Adam's still only half a second behind Dean in front. Just waiting for a mistake, I reckon.
Yeah, I guess so. Meanwhile, Gaz is closing up on his teammate with now only a second and a half between the 2 Spamford Racing drivers. And Jamie is still chasing Edu. Edu is very fast in that Ferrari. And Sark just disconnected. So we lost the driver, now down to 12. And here we are with Adam still very close to Dean. So just waiting for Dean to make a mistake while we are at the end of lap 5. So that's halfway down the race.
Everyone's doing well to keep it out of the wall so far. It'd be nice to have some company back here.
Yeah.
Very much on my own.
And here we are with Siegs in his very lonely last position after his damage and pit stop. And there was a contact between Jeremy and Papano. They were both pointing the wrong way in the final turn. So that might lead to a pit stop for either one of the drivers.
Yeah, with the sprint races, it has to be a substantial bit of damage to make you pit. It's not long enough to recover, so if it's only a bit of understeer, you'll generally just put up with it.
It looks like that Ferrari has quite some damage on the front right. But, well, we'll just have to see. And Jeremy just hit the wall there, slightly. But that was on the side that was damaged already. So I think there's a bit of a suspension dent. Yes. And he hits the wall very hard. So that could mean... Oh, and there he blocks Papano. What are you doing?
I think Jeremy will retire now.
And now they are both blocking Ben. Ben got passed. Watch it, Siegs.
Yeah. Someone stopped. Don't know who it is though. Alright, someone's gone. Yeah. I think that's Jez.
Jeremy left the session. He was stuck in
damaged.
Yeah, but he was also stuck in that small place. Couldn't get the car around. And meanwhile, Jamie must have made a mistake because he is now back in 5th place between the two BMWs. So this gives Liam just a bit more breathing space. Almost felt that breath of gas in his neck, but is now a bit more safe with Jamie between them. The gap between Adam and Dean has... Whoa! Adam just goes a bit wide there. And now there's just over a second between the two drivers.
Edu's doing well to stay in 3rd. How much of a gap has he got behind?
There is a gap of 7 seconds to Dean. And oh, and he just touches the wall there. Yes, goes wide. Down. Yeah, hits the wall. And probably is going to lose a place to Liam. And Liam goes over the grass. Hits the wall, makes contact to Edu. He is on the inside for the next turn. But that was very tricky. It is a very small, very small piece of track, of course, that back straight. But yes, he is in front, so it's now Liam in 3rd. And Edu hits the wall again. Just before the final turn, almost hits gas coming back on the track. So he is now back in 6th position.
If ever there was a curse of the commentator, it was then. I should have just kept my mouth shut, really.
And usually the curse of the commentator is the other way around. That you're just watching, another car, and then stuff happens. But we saw it all on screen. So it's still Dean in first with a full second lead over Adam, and after that it is Liam, but he is 14 seconds behind Adam. But behind him it is Jamie in 4th, Gaz very close in 5th, and followed by Dean, and Benji is getting closer to Dean as well. I mean, sorry, to Eddie. So he probably has some front aero damage and maybe even some suspension damage, because those last 2 hits into the wall were pretty hard. Liam makes a mistake, and it's now Jamie in 3rd. Gaz in 4th. Liam hit the wall, and it's now Liam just in front of Eddie, and Benji is really close on the turn.
Who's this? Someone's gone off. It's the guy who starts with P.
That's Paul Scott, probably.
No, the other guy.
Papano.
That's the one.
Papano,
yeah, he's gone off at the top of the hill.
He has lost a big part of the front of his car. Oh no, it's just black front.
No, he has lost a big part of the front of his car. I can tell you that.
Oh yeah, he's lost the splitter. Now we can see it.
So a point. I'm in the points.
And that indeed is now Seeks in the points. 1 point for Seeks. And Jamie is in 3rd. Gaz is still behind Jamie, unable to pass him on the straights. And they're going uphill now. And in front, Adam is gaining on Dean, because it's now only 4/10. So if I'm looking at the lap times, there must have been some kind of mistake by Dean somewhere. The last lap
I wouldn't be
time.
surprised if Adam was just getting his tyre temperatures down a bit from running in the hot air. If it was if his tyres were overheating. But then again, it's quite hard to overheat and run this track, so maybe not. But Adam has just got blistering pace.
Yeah, but
as we saw in qualifying, so is
was
Dean.
widening. He's getting really close now. Although now he's back to about 7/10.
I think Dean's just trying to make sure he doesn't throw it in the wall from this leading position,
And
which
they
he did at Argyle, didn't he? I think he was leading when he spun.
Liam. Yeah. And the first 2 cars have now entered the final lap. And on the way to the finish line, there is still only a gap of about 6/10. And they are going uphill now, so this is going to be quite exciting. And meanwhile, Jamie is still in 3rd. And Gaz is behind. Jamie is flashing his lights somehow. Don't know why, because he is in front of Gaz. And I don't see anything happen. Oh, he is flashing for a back marker. Flashing his lights.
Yeah.
He wants to come through. I don't know who
He
that
came
back
into the
marker
pits.
is. Is that is Papano.
Yeah, came into the pits. But Adam's coming up, running out of chances now. Yeah, might just settle for second.
He's still quite some time away from Jamie. He's really close, but Dean got out of that hairpin really well. Down at the back straight for the last time. And if nothing crazy happens, Gonna Gamble is gonna claim first place and claim the victory in the sprint race. Round 8 of the TNGTC. Final turn almost. There he comes. Adam is still close, but not close enough. He's going through the final turn. He does it and crosses the finish line in first. So Dean wins the race, followed very closely by Adam. Jamie is still stuck behind Papano. Will that influence the race? That is close, but not close enough for Gaz to overtake Jamie. So it's Jamie third, Gaz fourth, Benji in fifth. And then it's the pretty heavily damaged Ferrari of Edu crossing the finish line in sixth place. Liam, who spun, pole hits the wall coming out of the final turn. So it's Liam in seventh, Paul Scott in eighth, Ben Millen in ninth, and here we are with Seeks, who's coming up to the final turn.
Should have been more patient at the start. Tried to get past Jez too quick and paid the price, but top drive from Dean.
Yeah, definitely, and Papano finishes last, but is still in. Just out of the points. Seeks taking the final point. So that's Dean Gonna Gamble in first. Adam Morris in second. Jamie in third, just in front of Gaz. Boy Rexer, Benji got across the line in fifth. Edu in sixth. Liam in seventh. Paul Scott eighth. Ben in ninth. Seeks in 10th. And Papano and Knight just outside of the points.
It wasn't quite the same result that Team Commentary wished for.
That wasn't as good, was it?
No.
I got fastest lap though. I was flying.
Whole second quicker than me.
Yeah, so
what happened to you?
Jeremy tapped the M6. It spun, you know, on the last corner before you head down the back straight. He tapped it, it spun, and that thing takes up the whole track. So I stopped to avoid him, got whacked up the back straight into him and had massive damage, so I pitted for damage only. And then I was flying, I was catching those guys like 5 seconds a lap.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what a shame.
But Dean won, so I'm happy with that, and Jamie third. Lamborghinis actually came good in the end.
Yeah, definitely. Overall, the Lamborghinis did quite well, actually. So that was the sprint race for the Thursday Night GT Championship by Race Department on Project Cars 2 for PS4. Thank you, Ben, and thank you, Seeks, for joining me on commentary.
Been a pleasure.
That's fine, mate. I really enjoyed that.
And I hope to see you another time in the commentary booth or on board. And thank you all for watching. And like we said in the feature race as well, we are still looking for a few drivers. There are just 1 or 2 spots left. So if you are interested, hit us up and we'll get you into a practice session with one of the guys. That's it for tonight. Thanks for watching and hope to see you next week. Bye.